One of my main likes about boats is the fresh air that we're able to get here in comparison to some of the city life. Also the food. I'm able to regulate my life a little better with this week on and week off business. I find it to my advantage. Be able to do work home, and as we previously said, it's like getting a vacation every second week, but you have to really suffer for it sometimes to get it. And but the winter's over now, and the good season is coming on us, and well, I have 4 more years to put in. I hope I can make it through those. Thank you. Standing by. I couldn't get in the Navy in World War II because of a medical disability, so I decided to get on a boat one way or another, and eventually went on a tug.
Actually, I got started in the Navy. I mean, I was always, I was always mechanically inclined. I always liked mechanical work. And when I went in the Navy, I tried to get in the Air Force, but I ended up in the engine room, and I've been here ever since. So that was back in 1941. I was one of these brave boys that wanted to go to war.
That was the furthest thing away from my mind, going on boats. I've been in the restaurant business for about 40 years, and I had a lot of customers that worked on ships and tugboats. And I thought it was fascinating to hear them talk that way, and when I decided to sell my place, I was asked by some of the customers if I would like to go on boats as a cook. So I thought I'd give it a try, 2 or 3 weeks, see if it works out all right. And I've been doing it now for 11 years, and I like it very much.
When I graduated high school, I started in the trucking business. And then when I got married, I got into boating business, made a trip to Maracaibo, Venezuela, and now that my children are grown and fairly well on their own, you know, they're still home, but they're grown, I came back on a boat, got my license, and it's been working out fine.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where we going?
Well, got this guy to Howard Beach, and follow him when you get up there. I don't know what we're doing after that.
No orders. Where's he going, to Steakboat?
Yeah, right. Kathleen broke down. Mary towed her into front of the office door. And they stole our job from us going to Rensselaer.
All righty, gotcha.
All yours.
She'll see
Take
you
it
later.
down.
She'll see you later.
Right. Well, when I got out of high school, my sister told me that I should go to college at night. And I couldn't quite see giving up all my time to go to school. I had a brother that was working for Esso, and he asked me if I would like a job on a boat. So I quit my job at Morgan & Stanley and came to work for Esso. WO 6743, Holland to KEB 616, and thus I've been. Yeah, good morning. 11:15 on the dump with this 103. No intentions of ever working on a boat. Okay, and she's going back to Howard Beach. No idea that I'd ever end up on a boat.
I went to college, didn't care for it, hated it, so I finished college, junior college anyway,
and wanted nothing to do with the business world. So I said to my father, I want to go on the tugboats. I like these canal boats. I'm hoping we'll go up on the canals. I like the looks of a canal boat. This time of year, it's beautiful, just being on the water, cruising up and down the river of the Sound. Well, for pushing a barge, generally put 2 cables out because it's stronger than a rope. And you would put the port one out first because the capstan's on the starboard side. So you can make that one shorter. And when you pivot the bow around on the stern of the barge, you hook the other line up to the capstan. That's the whole terminology there. The whole reason behind getting it tight, to make it like one unit. Handles much better instead of 2 things flopping around.
This job gives me a lot of satisfaction. I'm sort of my own boss. And you're forced to deal with the elements. And you're forced to live with them and maybe appreciate them and work with them when you can.
I don't think I could go through that 9 to 5 that you mentioned, you know, like traveling the Long Island Railroad every day for 2 hours to work and 2 hours back, and devoting a half of a work day just traveling. You know, we work a week on and a week off, and actually we only work 6 months a year.
When you're on the boats like this, you have about 6.5 days of total boredom, and then you have about a half a day of sheer terror. And a few times when I tried to come alongside of a ship, made me look like an amateur. Get alongside the ship, and then the ship would suck it in, and she'd dive almost right through the side of the ship. I took the cook one day, and he was laid out flat in the galley. I thought I killed him.
What I try to do is cook whatever the fellas like. They see something that they've never seen before, they don't even attempt to eat it. Some of them won't even touch red cabbage, and I say, why, you don't like it? He says, I never had it. I did the same thing. I was about 35 years old before I tasted Jell-O. Every time somebody offered me Jell-O, I says, I don't like it. I never had it. We have an engineer on this boat, and he doesn't eat lamb. And no matter how you camouflage it, he won't eat it. And there was an incident where he did eat it, and he thought it was the greatest thing on earth, but I told him it was beef.
You gotta like the boats in order to live on this. If you can't put up with it, you just gotta get off. And there's lots of them that have to get off. Their wives don't like it, or they can't put up with it, and they have to get off.
Yeah, the Helen all finished with the water done.
Okay, stand by.
Right. Stand by.
All you gotta do is put a piece of 2x4 under it. Little section. Head of the 8-foot piece of stainless steel on.
I enjoy working with men. It's a funny thing because there was a chief engineer that retired off one of the tugs. We went back to the galley and he sat there. He said, "No, the only thing I miss being retired," he said, "is the company of men." And the guy had worked with men, I don't know, 40, 45 years, and he said, "I do miss that companionship."
They're going to franchise these people that don't open up the bridges right.
Maybe you're going to have iced tea?
Yes, sir.